All right. Don, you ready to start? Yeah. All right, cool. We'll call this meeting to order. Jay, do you want to start by taking roll call?
Sure. Mr. Bates?
Here.
Ms. Davis?
Here.
Mr. Murphy?
Here.
Mr. Fahey? Here. Mr. Enten?
Here. Thank you. All right, so first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from July. Does anyone have any questions or comments?
No.
No? Okay.
Motion to approve.
I'll second it.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, passes. Thank you. All right, so first order is the review of preliminary and final land development plan for the Davis Street Apartments for Delray Properties LLC at 406 Davis Street. Did you?
We're still reviewing that, and
Okay.
we did get, we got a 90-day extension from the developer for us to make our decision.
Okay, so no action needed tonight then?
No action needed. No, yeah, table.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so I guess motion to table. Do we vote on that?
You just move on.
All right. I think we're okay.
Okay, good.
All right. All right. Thank you, Don. The second item is the review of preliminary final land development plan for the townhomes and laundromat for CKPA LLC at 10012 Wheeler Ave in Scranton, PA 18510.
Yeah. We have Jude, their engineer, with us tonight.
Right. If you don't mind making sure the microphone's turned on and introducing yourself. I think we're good.
Looks like it's on.
Yep.
I'm Jude Caldwell, civil engineer here on behalf of CKPA LLC. I prepared the plans in front of you. Since last month, I believe we've addressed all of the remaining technical comments. We added a landscape plan as well as a lighting plan that you'll find at the back of the plan set. In addition to that, we received clearance from the FAA for the presence of the townhomes. The property sits in the overlay zone for the airport, so the FAA just, I guess, does a cursory check of any structures that are being built there that are above 2 stories. Additionally, we have just a few open items left. We're waiting on PennDOT for HOP approval. I can assert that we have addressed all of PennDOT's technical comments. However, we're waiting for them to confirm. Similarly, with the sewage planning module, it has been submitted. We received signed documents from the city and also PA American. So I believe we put forth a complete package to DEP, so hopefully that will be approved soon. We also have a waiver request tonight regarding the financial security on the basis that financial security is required by PennDOT for all work in the right-of-way, and all improvements outside of the public right-of-way will be entirely private, not offered for dedication. I don't believe we've had to post security on past projects. However, I don't think I've done anything in the city in a couple years. So just wanted to ask for that if that was possible. And I think the only other item, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, there was a comment regarding lot consolidation. There is a single deed for the property. However, there are 3 parcels within that one single deed, each with a different tax ID. The townhouses would sit on 2 of those parcels, and we would like to ask, just from a timing standpoint, we've requested the surveyor prepare a lot consolidation plan, but we do not have it yet. We are hoping that the developer could move forward with laundromat construction and then let the building permits for the townhomes be contingent upon that consolidation, because those 2 parcels will not be affected. And I could point that out on the plan if you guys would like. So I'm hopeful tonight that we can ask for a conditional approval based on those few outstanding items. And if anyone has anything to add or any questions, feel free.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions or comments?
Tom, where are we on this? Is there any update on this? You can give us any information besides what's in here?
No, I think he's addressed just about everything that we've asked for. I don't have an issue with the subdivision plan if we're only going to issue building permits for the laundromat, and we could follow up with the plan before the townhouses get started. That's not an issue.
What about this waiver? Do we need to vote that separately, or?
We have one comment on the landscape, about providing, coverage between the back of the laundromat and the, driveway for the townhouses.
We can do that.
Yes, and then that just looking for back
No, that's,
of the building.
it's a comment well taken. I think that's beneficial.
Sorry, what was the comment, Tom?
Right now, there's no there's a landscape plan, there's no landscaping,
Right.
between
Okay.
the back of the laundromat and the townhouses.
Yeah.
I think we might have the lighting on so I think you have a lighting plan for the townhouses. Oh, the laundromat. Is there a townhouse lighting plan?
I guess there is not.
And this, yeah, this is very difficult to see, the scale. I can't really read the lighting
Yeah,
plan.
it looks like there's a lighting plan for the laundromat, but not for the
Yeah,
townhouse.
they're just wall packs on the laundry.
Yes, and similarly for the townhouse, they'll just be standard residential lights. But we could certainly revisit that with the lighting plan preparer. That one's out of my hands, but be happy to address any comments.
Yeah. I think you got the comment, and the other conditions are, sewage plan approval and the PennDOT permit.
Understood.
Did you have other comments? Or was that it?
I don't have any other comments.
Okay.
No.
Don, you're okay?
No other comments now.
Okay.
So where do we move from here? Do we vote on, or make a motion for the request first?
So,
Did we do
I
it like
think
the last month's
we're-
meeting?
I mean, Don, would you agree that we're recommending conditional approval?
Conditional approval. And yeah, I think we would vote on the waiver request first.
Sure.
And then the approval request.
Okay.
Okay, great.
So, Tom, I wasn't sure, did you talk about the financial waiver as well?
Yeah, we typically don't require financial security unless there's something that's being dedicated back to the city. So if this was a subdivision and they're putting roads and sidewalks in, we
Got
would
it.
do it for that, but this is all on their property.
Okay, thanks.
But in this thing, it says a waiver was granted at the July meeting. Did we vote on a waiver for what?
We did,
On the stormwater management part?
let's see,
Is that because it was like all that concrete is still there and it's,
I think was there a waiver on something on the stormwater?
Yes, there was. At last month's meeting, there
you
were,
wanted a waiver for the stormwater?
well, it was one particular aspect of the stormwater.
Okay,
We had very poor infiltration rates, and at the recommendation of PA American Water, they suggested that we include a orifice at the very bottom of the stormwater system so it could entirely dewater, and we were not dependent upon infiltration. And PA American did approve the stormwater plan and connection, which was included in the packet provided to the
so
city.
that's a separate waiver from the waiver we're discussing tonight.
Correct. The waiver tonight is strictly regarding financial security.
I think that waiver had to do with rubble or that was still remaining from Hiles, that they hadn't properly cleared out the basement or
I
something?
think was part of the issue, why the testing wasn't really successful. I think there's a lot of compacted debris, possibly the foundation.
Okay. Yeah.
Motion to grant the waiver?
Yeah. Second that motion.
I'll second.
Second.
Mr. Bates?
Aye.
Ms. Davis?
Aye.
Mr. Murphy?
Yes.
Mr. Fahey?
Yes.
Mr. Enten?
Yes.
Waiver is approved.
Which waiver did we just vote on?
This one here, financial waiver.
The financial disclosure.
Got it.
Okay.
Well, there's more than one waiver being requested. There's a second waiver, right?
That's it.
Oh,
The other waivers were granted.
The other one was the stormwater I brought up.
okay.
It was in it's in the thing. So I got confused.
We forgot to bring this up last month.
Yeah,
And
I
so
want it,
now we would be voting on the conditional approval.
right.
Okay.
I'll make a motion for conditional approval.
Yeah, second.
Did you second it?
Mr. Bates?
Aye.
Ms. Davis?
Aye.
Mr. Murphy?
Yes.
Mr. Fahey?
Yes.
Mr. Enten?
Yes. All right. Then, for that, then
We're good?
we're
Yeah.
good.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right. Next order of business, review of land development plan for North End Electric for Hendricks Properties LLC at 1225 North Kaiser Ave, Scranton, PA 18510.
We're still waiting for review responses on this one, correct?
I have in my notes that there's no action to be taken tonight on it.
Yeah, I believe so.
I don't think we got revised plans since the June review letter.
All right, perfect. Then no action necessary.
We're okay on the.
Yeah, we're okay on the time. Yeah,
Okay.
We're on 30 days for this one.
yeah. Yeah, we
Okay.
could table this one for tonight.
All right, great. Does anyone have any other orders of business? Or
I
anything
do.
else?
Or is this being recorded? Should I turn on my microphone?
This is being recorded, yeah.
It is, okay. Yeah, I have one item for consideration, which is with all of the discussion of data centers in our area, our zoning ordinance does not specifically mention them as a use. So I think it is something the planning commission should be aware of and be looking into. You know, whether we
We just had
consider.
a meeting today with the law department, working on amendments to the zoning ordinance, and data centers is one that we plan to cover in this amendment. So we expect to have something before the commission, probably in the next month to month and a half. We'll deal with data centers, but it'll deal with a bunch of other little things that we've been finding in the zoning ordinance as we've been administering it that
Okay.
we want to work on.
Because we would have to allow it as a
That's
use.
a good question, like, Don, remember like all the towns that are in the zoning
The
plan
sapling?
we did?
Yeah, the sapling.
But it doesn't specifically say that, so they have to do it individually to try and dissuade it or what?
Well,
I thought one group or one township took in a certain, that the other ones didn't have to do it.
yeah.
But is it because of what it is? Not-
Yeah, so yeah, one thing we talked about was putting a definition in, what is a data center? We'll come up with a scheme of what zones we believe they should be allowed in,
Yeah.
and specific criteria for them.
Wait, and so is this an effort just in the city, or is it like SAPA?
No, this is just the city. This is our own internal.
Okay, all right. Because it seems like a smart thing for
Yes.
SAPA to take on.
Yeah.
So SAPA, had anticipated when it was in the adoption, a multi-municipal board. And from what I understand, that multi-municipal board has never been appointed.
Yeah, I was going to talk to Mary Liz Donato at the county. I don't know if it's never, I don't think there's never been a need for any action there. I'm not sure if every municipality has put forth someone to serve on it, but that was one of the things we discussed today too. We're going to find out, we're going to ask them to reconstitute the board.
Right, so if you had, like, for example, like a data center overlay, and you said it was more appropriate to one or two municipalities and not to several of the other municipalities, because of whatever the land needs, or,
Yeah, and this could very well be an issue where some municipalities want it and some municipalities don't.
Yeah.
right, and the conditions for such a facility might be more conducive, given the heavy utility needs in one place versus another. So, so you may, define it as being allowed in a certain zone, and, there may not even be interest in your municipality because of the conditions.
Like technically in a business park, this place could exist based on the rules that we wrote up, like for what could be.
Yeah, I mean, usually they're looking for a big footprint
Yeah,
and a lot of electricity and a lot of water.
yeah.
Yeah, and then,
I read today, oh, they got all that water they use? They lived in Lake Scranton.
so the footprints are not necessarily
That big,
on the scale of a large warehouse development.
correct.
Because they, like a warehouse, like at the large scale, wants to do like million-square-foot buildings. But the data centers, they typically are more like maybe a couple 150, 200,000 square feet, and then they'll do multiple buildings,
And multiple stories.
and maybe multiple stories, and, because, and then the power need, they have big power needs and typically very big natural gas needs. And the water needs can vary a great deal depending on how they cool them, but a lot of the technologies require a large amount of cooling water.
Okay, so Don, we can expect something at the next meeting or 2 meetings from now?
I hope we have something together by the next meeting. That's what we're shooting.
Okay.
We're shooting to have this amendment done by the end of the year. So to make that happen, we have to move pretty quick.
Okay, thank you.
Any other comments, questions, members of the board?
Can I make a comment about data centers?
Yeah, floor is yours.
Just based on my wife's hometown out west. She is from a small agricultural town in the middle of Washington State where they have a lot of land, a lot of electricity, and a lot of water. It's right off the Columbia River. Her little town of 9,000 people now has a $1 billion budget because they're turning agricultural farms into data farms. So if you have like the right setup, it can be an incredible boon to your community. Just based on the tax revenue that can bring in.
Yeah, I don't think they're huge job creators.
So that's another experience
Yeah.
there. Most of the jobs that are created there are for security.
Yeah,
So there's relatively few like computer engineers, and there's much more people that are just like guarding the facilities.
yeah.
Oh, because it's run remotely? It's run remotely?
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, a lot of it can be run remotely, and so in Washington State, like that's going to be focused more in the Seattle area. But yeah, it's more like the tax revenue that brings in. It's less the jobs. Once the construction jobs sort of pass through, but in this particular case, the construction jobs are never ending because they keep on growing in this area. But the remaining jobs are more low skilled, believe it or not. Yeah.
Yeah, a huge amount of electrical and mechanical construction needs. Yeah, and so the high-end engineering that goes with operating them can operate from remote. Doesn't have to sit there in the building.
Yeah. So I just wanted to share my experience with that.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's an enormous investment being made right now down by Berwick and down in Middletown.
All right. Any other comments, questions? Okay. Anything from you, Jacob? We're good? Okay.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
So moved?
Do the ayes have it? Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay.